Aloha. It's a beautiful sunrisey kind of morning on the island of Mu, and surrounded by coconuts on the floor and palm trees outside the door, blowing in the breeze. More coconuts in the trees. Feeling grateful and gracious filled to breathe and be in the miracle of love. So, dear Angel Symphonic and I are sitting together, and we were getting ready for some Bikram's yoga, and a little transmission came through to share. So we decided to go live together here on Spreaker. We love our Spreaker community. We love our beautiful Patreon community. We love community that is rising as one. The entire human collective being turned on from the inside. Caterpillars to butterflies. And the guidance was showing a very beautiful thing, which is why we are feeling the transformation in a new way, and why we have learned to go quantum over and over, which means loving and releasing everything over and over. And it's to learn how to stabilize our consciousness inside of the field of quantum, where we materialize our thoughts instantaneously, simultaneously, and so we are in the window of immaculate conception, which means immaculate thought, which is why the purification of our bodies and our thoughts has been a great part of our learning. Releasing old patterns and belief systems that no longer serve and don't make us happy. So we are inheriting our birthright to immaculately conceive a world of love. The courageous human heart that took the journey, and here we are. The rooster chimes in. And here we are. And so with joy and love together, navigating this place within, and the space all around us is beginning to respond and transform. And we're witnessing it with every thought. We are into another beautiful miracle water fast, and it feels effortless. The body knows this place now from a beautiful fast that was done through the Lion's Gate. Restoring the body to light and love, the adamantine particles within us, responding to our efforts of the journey that we've been on. And the really beautiful part is about creation and creational energy that has transformed within the body. So many of us believed that the sacral was where the creational energy resided. And maybe it was. But that is no longer the case. Because as we unify everything inside of us and we become the body of light, the body of love, the body of devotion, the body of devotion is the body of transfiguration, and transfiguration is the activation of the higher mechanics within our body itself. So, we are just moving to a quieter space to say, the creational energy now is coming from a new place, which is why we have had to release everything we knew ourselves to be. Because the creational energy is no longer coming from the ego self or the free will of a small being. Think about it. The sacral energy was part of the lower three. And so when we believed that that was our creational force, it was coming from a different place, of course, than it's coming from now. We are body vehicles. We are vessels of divine love. And as divine love pours through and the Shakti clears everything out that we knew ourselves to be, now we are the caterpillar, creationally becoming the butterfly, because divine will is flowing through us, through our high heart. Whereas the high heart is the thymus. It's above the heart and beneath the throat. It's just beneath where the collarbones connect. We can place our hands there anytime to remain connected to all we are becoming. It's like the steering wheel of our light ship, our love light ship, that is taking off, so to speak, into the quantum. So the creational energy now is coming from a new place. The high heart is where the mind and the heart merged inside of us. And the creational energy is flowing through, so that there's actually not a whole lot to do but respond to a signature or a signal coming through that plays at the strings of our heart. It's like a new attunement, a new song that's playing through. So we have been cleared and cleansed in many ways to be able to hear a new song and stay aligned with it. It's like when we're learning to play guitar or learning a new song on an instrument. We listen a lot to each tone. So we are listening now to something new coming through. It doesn't require projection of the old or onto the old. It's just saying attune to something new and listen. So in this process of beauty and love, there's really nothing to slough off. No more decrees necessary to be aligned with love, just love. We are attuning to the sound and the song of love. So the more our inner attunement tunes in to the heartstrings that are being played within us by the cosmos, we are divinely guided in each miracle coordinate. of what to do. And as we say, there's not much doing to do. It's like the music of the spheres is now playing through our body vehicle, like a world-class ballerina. Does she think about what she's doing, or does she just clear her vessel before she heads onto stage to allow source consciousness to flow through? The purity of our body, of devotion, transfigures to love. And all of the cast of characters are organized through the divine of cosmic love. So what we noticed along the way is that great creators who used to play instruments or make art, etc., started to lose that creative spark. Along the way, it's because a new attunement to a greater collective song called oneness of the heart was coming through. And just like when our taste in music changes, or we take in something new, maybe the songs that we used to enjoy are not so true to the ear anymore, and we move towards new music coming through. Same with all the creators, creation and creational energy, because here's the thing. Each one of we is a creator of creation, because we are creation itself in the form. It's why this miracle coordinate time, so to speak, after we went beyond the end of time, we went quantum, and it was described by many as the greatest renaissance ever on the way, because our body vehicles would be purified for source to play through us and reveal the incredible beauty that has always been here inside of each of us. And the lifting of the veils means we get to see each one for who we really are, as a beautiful emanation of one heart and one love. Often on the path, I like to say that we came together for the Last Supper, we celebrated big, and the next day we got up and we wandered down our own path into the tree of knowledge, the tree of duality, and we took our own free will path of exploration and discovery. And now we have come back along our path to the first potluck, the only potluck, the one love potluck, the gathering. This is what the gathering is. Returning to the center and recognizing each of us as a pure, holistic, reflection of the one. And beyond reflection, just pure and holistic as the one. So creators, If we are finding we are in a creative block, place our hands, our palms across our high hearts, and remember that we are all creators. So each one of us can do this in any miracle, to feel the creational energy coming through the high heart. It is a spark of Vesta's flame of inspiration. And for each of we, it is love. It is same. And what is that expression, that creator or creation? Immaculate thought is creating through us, through our heart, through our hands, through our capacity to affect the particles of matter and organize them into beautiful geometries of creation, of form. This is who we are. I saw this amazing painting at this little boutique hotel in Maui. And it was a rendition of what would be called the Last Supper, but it was clearly the first potluck. And it was a man sitting next to a woman, and then all of their friends at a long table. And they were levitating things. And they were levitating too. And they had things, magical, mystical things floating over their head. And they all looked really happy. And they were playing with thought and form, unified through love, adamantine particles of creation responding to our unified, holistic us. This is what we have been working towards. The mind will never understand what sovereignty is. It can only be achieved through the high heart, which is the merging of all of those things we called energy centers inside of ourselves, and the merging of all of ourselves. The process that we have been on is to develop that relationship with ourselves in form and our body vehicle as one love. And then everything within and around responds to love. So creators, if you're in one of those creative blocks, and everyone placing our hands on our high hearts, let's just do it together for a miracle and see what comes through. So beautiful. There is only love. Such a journey we have been on. And here we are in the miracle of love.